Hi, this is a Pi R75 radio. I'm just going to do a couple of small tests on this, just to show the guys what I was talking about on the forum. Now, this is not the same as an R33. It's an older set. It uses a different oscillator mixer valve. It uses an ECH42. I do have a radio with an ECH81, but it's going to take me a while to actually get into it. So I thought I'd just do the same check here as what I've been discussing on the forum. Now, it's never going to be the same. They're always different. So what we should be looking at on the grid of the oscillator is a negative voltage, which can very much vary. It varies with the band it's on. It depends on the tuning. So we have it at this point. It's on long wave. We've got the little fluke here, and I'll attempt to make a reading. It's a bit fiddly, of course. And let me see, we're on, yes. There we have, we've got minus 12.9 volts there. Go to medium wave, that changes. Go to short wave, it changes as well. In fact, I'll just prove the point. I'll go to medium wave. I think that's medium wave. Let me see. Turn the volume up. Not sure. Let's see. Let's just tune it. Yeah, that's medium wave. So we'll just check that voltage again. It causes it to drift a little bit, the tuning obviously, because the capacitance there. It's lower at 7.3 volts. Okay, now on the radio that you're getting 70, I would assume that you're correct in how you're measuring it is directly onto the grid of the oscillator triode, which is pin 9 in that case. And I would expect to see a DC voltage, but I would expect to see more than likely a negative DC voltage. Now, if you're getting something like maybe between minus 6 and about minus 25, 30 volts, yes, that's correct. But if it's a positive voltage, there's something wrong. And what I would suggest, in fact, is to remove the valve and take that voltage reading again on pin 9. If it drops to 0, I would be happy with that. If it doesn't drop to 0, there's a leak on the board or a leak on the valve base. You might be able to clean it with IPA. You may be able to do something else to clear that leak, but inevitably speaking, the PCB is faulty and there's nothing really you can do with it. But I'd be very, very surprised to see that voltage of a positive voltage on the grid of that ECH81, simply because that is not what you're expecting to get a positive voltage. You should be getting a negative voltage on there, which is normal. Some meters will read it different to others depending on the loading of the meter, the ohms per volt basically, and of course any internal capacitances, and the capacitance of the leads all will affect the oscillator, which is normal. But ideally you should be looking at that with a scope, not doing it with a meter, because the meter is not what you should be doing it with. But again, it all is down to what somebody's level of knowledge is, how many radios they've done, etc, etc. It's all a learning curve with this. Yeah. So that's just to show you, you will get a voltage on that grid. It's normally negative. It can vary depending on the valve, depending on the circuitry, that particular voltage. But yes, you will get that. I hope that helps you. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye bye.